Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter 2. So, 2 people to find in this bit of town, a Fowler and Marshal Cormick. Hi Deacon. A customer maybe. Deacon is pleased to see. A kobold. What in the nine hells is a kobold doing in the streets of Neverwinter? Deacon not mean harm. Please do not kill Deacon. Deacon come here in peace, seek trade. Deacon say that so. Many times. Deacon tired of it. Sometimes wish people would just attack Deacon with sticks instead of ask. Deacon not go into dwarven caves. Deacon also not to blame if dwarves dig everywhere then tell everyone else to get out. But Deacon gives dwarf many sorries. He know how dwarves get, especially women ones without beards. Oh, so you're kobolds? Yes, Deacon very kobold. Last Deacon look in mirror. Deacon not do that much. Mirror's usually too high for Deacon. So you're a merchant? Deacon is merchant, yes. Confusing to Deacon, but Deacon figures it's all right to sit here and people give him gold to take away heavy stuff. I guess that is the essence of a shop, I guess. But what are you doing here? Deacon is bard, singer with scales, running from danger and writer of tales. Maybe you read some of Deacon's works. Hard to find sometimes. Deacon have to look very hard to see where his books are. Sometimes finds them in the trash heap. Oh, so you also write books? Yes, Deacon write a few. Not carried so much in Neverwinter, but here they are big in Icewind Dale. Of course, Deacon think not much to do up there but read. But he not heard so much about Icewind recently. Maybe on last legs, good as dead. That's pretty bloody depressing. Deacon mostly write epic tales, big stories of travel, but not like Volo. Volo is after quick copper, Deacon thinks, not an artist with higher calling like Deacon. Oh, so you're also a traveller. Deacon little kobold, but big traveller. Deacon been to Shadowdale, Waterdeep, Underdark, Arm, and many mountains and forests and caves. Sometimes Deacon even stop and look at these places but not running and screaming in fear. Neverwinter's next stop for Deacon, so here Deacon is. Deacon go where the stories are, as long as stories are outside. Deacon very very tired of being in dungeons and caves with bad people that throw spells at Deacon. So is Neverwinter much of a change from Waterdeep? Neverwinter a little smaller than Waterdeep, less squares and cubes, more shadows and hills. Also glad land not moving like first epic story. So how did you wind up a merchant? Deacon collect many strange things running around world, hard to carry. Sat down for them for a moment in Neverwinter street to catch breath, and suddenly people start coming up to Deacon and asking to buy things from him. Deacon hungry, so Deacon figure that all right. His back hurt from carrying all that stuff anyway. Good riddance to all that junk, Deacon thinks. Deacon not sure how long market will last though. Big troubles in area, very scary to Deacon. Deacon hear bad things in Luskan City. Luskan City smell bad, but easy to hide there. You looking to do any more travelling? No. Well, maybe. Deacon might move if Deacon had a little shop with a roof to keep out rain and cold and no white dragons and no one to call master. But Deacon doesn't know where that is, and Deacon try everywhere in Neverwinter. People not want Deacon to move in. They say Deacon is vermin, attract no kobolds, nest in the walls like rats. Well, if I find a place where you can set up a shop properly, I'll let you know. Deacon, thank you. Deacon not picky. Even a few holes in roof good. Not mind cold too much. He could. He's small, could fit in tiny place. Even ruins is good as long as no monsters or golems. Or statues. Deacon not like statues. Already did duty as statue before. Not fun. Can I see what you have for sale? Get my breath back. Damn, he's got a lot of nice stuff. Yeah, he's got lots and lots of stuff. These are all prestige classes. So I don't know. I can only unlock my own prestige classes, can't I? I never took much interest in that, did I? He's got so much stuff though. Yeah, this is all prestige class only stuff. It's actually a bit of a bargain. Well, if I ever get a prestige class, I'll come back, I guess. He's got nice stuff, but I can't use any of it. He's got a fantastic bow there, though. Fantastic short bow. This finely crafted bow has the notes of a soft, lilting song carved at the grip. The earliest example of the type was found in 884 DR, but the maker was never identified. All are nearly identical except for the melodies, which were, until recently, invariably elven. That is a very nice little bow. If you have a bard, you get perform bonus as well. So it's a pretty decent necklace, but we can just learn these spells and not have to pay 11 grand for the privilege. And that's our first torch we've ever seen, I think. So Deacon's got some good little stuff there, but mostly for prestige classes only. Oh, I can go in there. What's in here? It's a locked door. Although I could actually break in, I don't see why not. Aha, Moonstone Mask. I'm looking for the Moonstone Mask. Lots of people with names in here, but let's go to Afala first. Nishka, perhaps now is not the best time to return. Leldon is not in the best of moods since your last visit. I know, we already got Leldon's messages. I'm not surprised, he has a gang of thieves and cutthroats serving him now. He has become much more bold and much more dangerous. Nishka, you must either make amends to Leldon or pay him back what you owe him, or... Owe him? I don't owe that 2 copper thief. Well, 2 coppers. If he can't guard his own share, that's his fault. Can you tell us where Leldon is, Afala? If you go to Leldon, you'll be placing your lives in danger. Are you certain you wish to do this? Well, in case we need to take action, I want to know where Leldon is. Yeah, we might need to kill him, but even if we don't stab him to death in his home, we'll still need to rob him. Very well, you can find his home here in the Merchant Quarter. I will mark it on your map. Be very careful. Not only is his estate patrolled by dogs, but I think he's placed certain warding enchantments against those with your heritage. I think he was expecting you would return, Nishka, and he is ready for you. Then maybe it'll be a challenge this time. Very well. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yeah, who are you? I'm Afala Selderstorm, but simply call me Afala. This establishment is mine. I do my best to allow my clients and customers a degree of privacy from the streets of Neverwinter. So what is this place? This is the Moonstone Mask. It is an establishment for those who wish to meet discreetly, without the eyes and ears of Neverwinter turned on them. So you sell Privacy. That is something many will pay a great deal for, although privacy is even a little too harsh for my taste. I prefer hospitality. What my clients seek to do with it is their business. If they seek shelter in the arms of another, they may do that here, but it is not my business to speak of such things. I heard this establishment used to be different before the war. Indeed, let us just say I haven't smoothed out the rough edges yet. But through my art transactions, I overheard information on Luskan troop movements, knowledge I passed on to Neverwinter. After that, there was much I could do to refurnish this place, and change its reputation. What else did you change? I did have to let some of my employees and clients go, but overall, the change was a success, both to the reputation and the mask itself. And to be honest, I feel somewhat better about myself as a result. My previous life had a certain emptiness about it that I no longer feel. Do you have much contact with nobility? Some. As I said, I'm in good standing with them. Information, art and wealth tend to make friends in the highest of places. And I imagine your beauty doesn't hurt either. Oh, you are a charmer. But certainly you did not come all these ways to practice your charms upon me. No. Do you know what's going on in the Black Lake district? I have heard little. Only that a nobleman was murdered. Little else. Okay. Okay, I'm done now. Why can't I leave this conversation? Hello, are you sure you meant to come to the Moonstone Mask? I'm sure you'll find a more affordable establishment in the Docks district. You shut your face, Evelyn, before I chop it off. What are you talking about? The Mask is no common tavern. Our goods and services are very expensive. You obviously can't afford it, so you'll have to leave. Why can't I beat the crap out of her? Are you always this rude to your guests? But you're not a... What I mean to say is... Oh, never mind. Enjoy your stay. Call me if you need anything. Be warned, if I don't see you spending coin, I'll have you thrown out. Right, I'm going to pickpocket this woman. But I suspect it'll go wrong. So, how do I go into stealth mode? I like the way that everyone still follows me. The target has no items or gold. That's a shame. Hi, Tila. Did you enjoy my dance, my lord? Did you enjoy my dance, my lord? Ugh! Gosh, she's so jealous, Nishka. Hello, Mr. Cook. Ah, there's a kitchen boy. Let's talk to the kitchen boy.
Hello.
No, it's locked. There's probably nothing worth robbing here, really. Let's just go. Now I'm guessing this one here was his house, was it? No. No, it wasn't. Where is his house? Ah, that would be it. Leldon's hideout. That must be the temple. Ah, and that's where we need to get Khelgar some training. Hi, Halam. Welcome. You seek an audience?
By the 9 hells we do. I'm looking to sign up.
You wish to join the disciples of Tyr?
If that's what you call those skinny twigs who threw me out of the window at the Dragon's Talon, then yes.
Can you help my friend Khelgar? It is odd that any of the even-handed would seek out battle. Like most of our faith, they usually only respond when provoked, and rarely violently.
Well, I may have stirred things up a bit, just a little. But that fight taught me some things, and I want to learn more.
About our faith?
No. Fighting's the only religion for me. I want to learn to fight like them, and learn how easily they were able to beat me.
If you were defeated, such defeat must have been just. Tyr teaches us this. Your loss was meant to reveal the truth.
Truth? The truth is they beat me like a half-clan whelp, and I want to know how they did it.
If you seek to learn from your loss, then you must discover why you were so easily defeated.
I don't think you're hearing the words coming out of my mouth. That's why I'm here, to learn.
But we cannot help you.
Is that so? Well, maybe I'll clean the floors in here with your face. Will that make you change your mind?
Surely there must be some way you can learn. Tyr puts all who come to him for help on trial. He judges who is worthy and who is not.
Alright, sounds fair to me. Tyr wants bears fighting for him, not mewling little cubs. So where is this trial? Burning coals? Drinking contest? What?
The path of Tyr is that of the maimed, the even-handed and the just. So are the trials. Just ignore Khelgar. Can you tell me about the trials? The trial of the maimed requires that the petitioner face those he has wounded, usually those of his bloodline or clan.
Never turned my blade against my clan, I haven't. If I knew where some of them were, you could even ask them.
Only when one understands how their actions may hurt another, inadvertently or not, can he truly understand himself. Can you tell me about the trial of the even-handed? The trial of the even-handed requires that the petitioner learn to see all around him in an equal light, without the trappings of prejudice.
Prejudice? I'm not prejudiced. By the 9 hells. I even travel with a backstabbing tiefling of all things, and you know how her kind are.
That is prejudice, Khelgar. Without such perspective, there can be no justice, for you had passed judgment before you even knew those around you. You're right, Halam, I agree. How can one be made to see? Often the best way is to learn through those one travels with. When a petitioner understands someone he travels with, then he will learn to see fairly others he meets for the first time. Tell me about the trial of the maimed. And the trial of justice? To fight is not enough. To fight for a cause, that is where strength lies. When you fight for a higher purpose, something beyond the self, you will find that you gain strength through your actions and become impossible to defeat. Okay, so this is a bit blunt, but we've had enough of these trials.
Agreed. Now where do I go to meet these tests?
I cannot answer that for you. Each petitioner is challenged depending on their own path, not at a moment of our choosing. All I know is that you have not faced these trials yet. They are to come.
This is ridiculous. I've heard enough. Cast out a dwarf, will you? Who needs you?
Very well. When you have faced the trials, then seek me out, Khelgar of the clan Iron Fist. Hi, Judge Olaf. I'm Reverend Judge Olaf Ulskar. How can I help you? You alright? Yes, just a little distracted is all. When you came in, I thought it might be one of our priests returning, but... you have a priest missing? I sent him on the monthly rounds of the tomb of the betrayers here in Neverwinter. It has fallen to the Temple of Tyr to safeguard the tomb in the interests of justice. The Tomb of the Betrayers? That place is sealed off by priests of Tyr. It's really hard to break into. Every thief in the city is eager to crack that tomb. I mean, which is shameful. One should respect the dead. Let them sleep, even with their valuables. Shut up, Nishka. Let him speak. I'll say this. If this guy holds the key... But, anyway, so your priest went in there to make sure the riches are still there, all safe, untouched. We are only permitted by our vows to enter the tombs at dawn once a month, and not leave until dusk the next day, yet the priest I sent has not returned. I could find him for you, make sure he's safe. You're not bound by our vows, but there has been mention of disturbances in the tombs. I cannot guarantee your safety. If I allow you access to the tombs, I must have your promise that you will not disturb the crypts. Oh sure, nothing to worry about. We'll swear to whoever you want those crypts are in safe hands. I'm not going to go through the crypts. Maybe Nishka will, but I'm not going to. I swear not to disturb the crypts. I'm not responsible for your promises. Yeah, I know you're not. I know you're not. Why can I not say I know you're not? And if you're laid to rest, I would not want anyone robbing your crypt, Nishka. Please understand. You'd build me a crypt? Wow, those tombs are so beautiful. That'd be a great place to sleep when I'm dead. I'm touched. That's a really sweet thing to do for me after I'm a corpse. God knows I wouldn't keep a promise like that to some dead man. I shall allow you access to the tombs then, and I shall mark its location on your map. I shall send a priest of Tyr to unlock it for you, but make haste. And be careful, the Tomb of the Betrayers has always had tales told about it. Many believe it to be haunted. Please return here when you have found our priest. It will set my mind at ease to know he is safe. What can you tell me about the Tomb of the Betrayers? It is where those who have turned on Neverwinter are buried, whether during the war with Luskan or for other crimes. We originally kept the place sealed to protect it from those that would defile the crypts, and for other reasons. But those same seals have often tempted robbers and thieves. I hope our priest does not run across any of them. I doubt it. We're all out here. Could some robbers have followed him in? It is possible, but difficult. Once past the seals, there is a locking mechanism in the dungeon. Upon entering, the priest seals the door behind him. My friend Khelgar the idiot wants to join your order. Yes, he should ask Prior Harm. He is the one handling those who wish to join the even-handed. Okay, and what do you do here, Judge Olaf? I'm the Reverend Judge, the High Priest of Tyr within Neverwinter. I am responsible for overseeing the courts and justice here within these walls. Any trials or crimes within Neverwinter require Nash's voice and judgment, but I help preside over the trials and see that the matters are conducted according to the rituals of Tyr. Rituals of Tyr, I bet they're nothing compared to the rituals of Torm. In serious matters before Neverwinter, there were certain rituals that must be followed. Some are ancient and no longer adhered to. For example, the rite of Tyr that would precede trials by combat to give the accursed and the accuser time to reflect on their intentions and deeds before facing death the next day. Despite the religious precedent, we found in such cases a calm period before battle would occasionally result in numerous accusers no longer wishing to see justice dispensed in blood. Does the Temple of Tyr have anything for sale? An OK hammer. And an OK flail. Some mediocre trinkets. And an OK gem of brightness. Okay, so nothing particularly impressive in your shop. Oh, I thought there'd be someone else here. So, do you have anything to say about the trials, Khelgar?
Something you need?
How do you think the meeting with the monks went?
Go? They didn't seem to hear a word I was saying. I told them I was there to learn how to fight, and they just threw back words in my face, and they got all quiet on me. I almost thought I might have to smash a few skulls to get my point across, but they weren't listening. I even shouted a few times, and after that, they just got silent. You humans have got some things to learn about dwarf home courtesy.
Maybe if we go in again, you could approach them with just a smidgen less violence.
Ah, they were just being stubborn and selfish. Not worth my time.
What's going on here? Is he shouting at them? It looks like it. Being a monk is not about physical strength or endurance, it's about thought and meditation.
It makes no sense! It's wordplay! Riddles!
If I prove to you otherwise through the course of our travels, will you at least consider it?
Maybe. I'm not making any promises, but if you could make good on it, then I'll chew it over, yes.
I think I'm probably the wrong person to teach you about this, to be honest. You could learn off Nishka. She doesn't want to kill her old partner, so you can at least learn from Nishka.
Alright, go on and ask them. What about it?
Khelgar, to learn how to fight, sometimes you have to learn how not to fight.
Huh? What? You like switching words around? That makes no sense at all.
Look, what I'm saying is there's more to fighting than fighting.
It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles.
Okay. I guess we're going to have to find some wagons and have him clean our wagons, practice standing on poles in the river, stuff like that. I think that's enough for one episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Neverwinter Nights 2.